I need to build my test setup for my first convention of the year today, and I don't think I will be getting a lot of help from those two lazy creatures. Hi guys, my name is Lena. Welcome to this studio vlog. Let's get into things because we have a lot to do. My studio is definitely in a state at the moment, but it always looks like that before conventions. This is all my setup stuff, and let's see what the booth for the J-popcon could look like. I also want to talk a little bit about convention essentials in this studio vlog. Let's just get into it. I've kind of been procrastinating. Let me get the basic setup for my booth done first. He's just making sure that the booth is up to standards and safety regulations. Yeah. Do we approve, Bao Bao? I think he likes it. Okay guys, this is where we are currently at. This looks huge in my room. We have 3 times 3 meters, so 9 square meters, right? We had the same space last year. I tried something different this time, so let me quickly give you a look around. So in general, I'm really bad with corner booths. I like long ones, like straight ones, because I always feel like this corner is a lot of dead space. I have one more of these displays going here, so this one is filled up as well, and we have enough happening in the corner. And then I want to bring my roof as well, which you might have seen in other vlogs before. Then on this side, we will have all our sticker sheets. Then we have all the bags that I'm bringing to the J-popcon convention. And then I put this thing up for the first time because we do have our removable charms for all of our bags. We normally have a display for these, but the problem is once we attach them, you can't remove them. And it doesn't matter how often we say that people should not touch the display. They do touch the display and they rip them off. So this time I want to try something different. So I bought these thingies, which I normally use for my socks, but I want to try to use them for my charms instead. If this actually works out, I have to order a lot more of these thingies. Would look something like this. I mean, obviously it's not the prettiest because you have a little bit of the face that is hidden by the clip. I don't know if it's gonna work for the ribbons though. This is gonna be a struggle, but if it's on, it's on. There we go. This would be full of charms. 30 or 40 different ones. I think it could look cute. I'm still trying to figure out a way to make this work. We used a double-sided tape in the past and even magnets to get them onto these ones. I need to ask my team what they think about this. And also you guys, but by the time you answer me to this, I'm already at the convention, so. But then we still have a really big area over here. This is where I want to put my blankies, and then I want to put the plushies maybe here. I don't know where to put the prints. My prints are stacked in these ones now. I actually like these quite a lot. I saw other artists use them. These are dish racks. You can put your dishes in here to dry. If we put the sticker sheets higher, that would be nice. So I need to maybe make something for underneath, like a little platform. It's a little bit hard to figure out, but this gives me a better overview of what my booth is supposed to look like. I'm probably not gonna do much more than what I did right there. I don't want to unpack everything. So you will probably first see what it actually looks like at the convention in next week's studio vlog. Let me know what you think about this. I try to make as good use of the space as possible. I don't want to overdo it, obviously, but I think we can go a little bit higher. Also, one of my favorite Artist Alley tips, I always put up some of these displays of my cube shelves like this. They are sloped. I think that's the right word. You just attach them with zip ties. After the convention, you just cut them off with scissors. They are super good, and I really like it to give a little bit more dynamic to the booth overall. How am I gonna sit down there now? Shit. One of my BunBun team is supposed to show up again tomorrow, so I want to show her first. So I'm thinking about maybe taking an early leave right now, and then I'll be back with more content tomorrow.
The next day.
So we are almost done getting everything ready. Tomorrow we will pack Bob. I just picked up a few last minute things from the print store. Let me show you. So I needed one more display print. We got this one for various stickers because I have too many stickers. Then we also got the price list for most things in crowns. And then we also got a few new things. I printed these ones for social media. And we also got this one, everything about BunBun, which is important, how to pay with PayPal and what languages we do speak, so I can use these in the future as well. I also got some last minute posters. I printed this one again, the Valentine's Day one, so cute. A few more of the Another Day, Another Crisis, because these went really well at the Polaris convention and I don't have that many of them anymore. Then I did a test print of these ones. This design was specifically for my bunnies on the Discord. And then we also got a few more of the throne room, which this one goes really well, always. I'm gonna quickly put some of the last stickers on here. It's just the gacha buttons that are basically missing. We would need to start cutting these, but I'm so not in the mood to do this right now. It's so much work. By the way, this might be interesting to some of you. When I print my displays, I always get them laminated, because when I have something like this right now where I want to remove some stickers, I can do so without destroying the display. It can still be used in the future, and I can just reapply something new. I want to make sure that the €2 stickers get all over here, and we have a little bit more space for more €3 stickers in the future. Look at that! Awesome. So this is what it looks like now. You can see the corners are accessible, and I have double-sided tape. And this is so great. It's a lot of work the first time you do it, but once you got it done, it's gonna look so pretty. I think this is a great way to make sure that your booth setup is basically always ready for every convention. So you will definitely not have things fall over at the convention for you if you use this. Like, I love this stuff. It's a little bit more on the pricey side though, but it's really, really good. Like, I swear by this. I'm happy with it. Before I continue with the preparation madness for the J-popcon, I actually want to talk a little bit about my convention essentials. These are basically things that I deem pretty important for every convention. So if you are a first-time exhibitor or somebody in the Artist Alley, I think these things will greatly help you when you attend for the first time. Let's talk about my setup essentials first. First, we got a duct tape and double-sided tape. Duct tape is so good to bring. It will literally save your booth if something is falling apart or not staying up. Double-sided tape, I already showed you how I use it. It's also really good if you want to attach price tags to your different products. Next up, we got scissors. This is also always good to have. Make sure to check beforehand if you're allowed to bring some. I think people underestimate how often you need to use scissors. Next up, we have these little guys. I always take a few extra to each convention just in case. I use them to attach all of my keychains to the display. Next up, I bring zip ties. As I talked about already, they can also be used to attach other things to your booth. Then we got connectors. These are the connectors that you use for your cube display, and I would always bring at least 5 or 6 extra. If you're a little bit too heavy-handed when building your booth, they will do this. Next up, we have these little hangers. These are a little bit more of an optional thing, but if you have a cube shelf that is made of grids, these are perfect to hang a few of your items. So I take at least 3 or 4 with me to each convention as well. Next up is a price list or price tags. So I will cut them all out and put them on all of my products. You can also just bring a full price list, but make sure to bring more than one if you have a bigger booth, so people can find the price list from all angles of your booth. Then I would also bring magnets. These are honestly so handy. I use these to attach one of my banners to the front of my tablecloth. They are super tiny and very strong. While we're at it, let's talk about the last 2 things. First of all, the tablecloth. The tablecloth is really important to not only make your booth look good, but it also protects your products behind the booth. This gives a little bit of a visual divider for customers to not see behind your stand. It's also important that if you bring a tablecloth, that you check up on the regulations for the convention beforehand. At German conventions, you need to make sure that you bring fire-resistant tablecloths, which you can order online. And then lastly, I would bring a second tablecloth, and this one can just be some very cheap fabric. I just use this to cover up my booth after the end of one convention day. This is just to make sure that your products are not open to the general public. If somebody was willing to steal, they would need to lift all of this up first. In that case, maybe someone would notice. I just think this is a little bit of an extra layer of protection, so there's not somebody who thinks he can quickly grab something from your booth once you're already gone. So these were my important setup essentials. Next up, I want to talk about the convention essentials. So the essentials that you need during the days of the convention. All of the important convention essentials. The most important thing is probably how to store your money. I would advise to get one of these waiter wallets. They normally come with a little space to attach a keyring, so you can have a chain on here. Other than that, I would also highly recommend bringing a fanny pack. I can't find mine right now, but you know, the ones that you put around your body. Those are close to you. There's no way that somebody can snatch them from you, especially if you put them crossbody. So I would highly recommend bringing them to put your extra cash into them. Besides storing your money, you also need to have a way to accept money. And first of all, it is obviously good to bring a little bit of cash with you. Make sure when you are pricing your items at the convention that you don't price them as dollars or €2 and 22 cents, which can be stressful if you're like me and you're not good at math in the first place. It would be awesome if you guys have a card reader. If you're selling items that are a little bit more on the expensive side, could be that customers simply do not have the cash with them. So it's always great if you have a card reader on top of that. This one runs for like €120, I think. Make sure to also bring a charger for it. And while we're at it, bring a power bank. I think it's also really important to talk about inventory management. That's something that especially smaller artists don't think about, but at some point when you're starting to pay taxes. So in that case, I would bring an iPad or a phone and get yourself an inventory management app. It's super great, but I also need to admit this one is not for free. You have to pay for it. So maybe it would also be worth it, especially when you're starting out, to just use an Excel sheet instead. So this is what the inventory management would look like. This is super cool. So if somebody orders multiple items or wants to buy multiple items, you can just click on them and it also stacks the price, so you don't have to do as much math, and then people can pay for their items. Do not forget to bring your business cards. I swear to God, this has happened to me at multiple conventions. It's really nice if people know where to find you. At bigger conventions, we actually get rid of 500 of these in a weekend. If you do not have the funds for getting new business cards all the time, you can do what I already showed you. You can make one of these little prints and then have a QR code to all of your social media. I use a card landing page with all of my socials and important information. And then while we're at it, you could also get one of these ones to show people what kind of payments you accept. Then we also say what languages we speak, and you can find the PayPal QR code right below. This is a little bit more of an optional thing, but most artists do sell prints in some form. Do bring these beautiful rubber bands. They will save your life. Some prints are really big and it's nice if you can roll it up for your customers. While we're at it and making things easier for our customers, do bring some paper bags. This is optional, but it's nice to have it if a customer asks you. I do have some custom printed ones that I give out for free, but that's a little bit more advanced. And lastly, bring at least one trash bag, and this way we can all keep the convention clean and neat. And then we also want to cover the essentials for your personal items for our convention. Make sure to bring enough to eat. I normally like to bring foods that can be snacked on in between. I get those crackers. We also have nuts and small protein bars. Next up, I really recommend bringing baby wipes or cleaning wipes. You never know when you need them or you spill something, so these are really good to have. Then I like to bring a small assortment of my medicine cabinet, basically. A few painkillers just in case you have a headache. I also like to bring band-aids, these soothing candies for your throat. Even if you don't need that, there will always be somebody at the convention who will be super grateful if you have those things with you. Then I like to bring one extra jacket. Even if you have a convention in the summer, still bring a jacket. You might end up getting cold because the AC is on. This is just so you are the most comfortable at the convention, and if you're standing on your feet all day, comfortable shoes will do a great job. Feel free to let me know if you have some other convention essentials that you want to share with me, because maybe I forgot something. Okay, those are all my convention essentials. I hope this was helpful to someone. Now let's get back into preparing for J-popcon. Not really in the mood for it. I'm gonna cut out all of the price tags now for the convention. Okay, I'm gonna start to dismantle everything again. It's like 1 a.m. already. It's almost 2 a.m. Okay. Good morning, guys. It's insanely cold. We have like 0 degrees Celsius here at the moment. It's time to pack Bob. No rest for the wicked. So let's go. So this is where we are currently at. Doesn't look too shabby. We got all the blankies in there. We got all the mini bags and all the shoulder bags, which are my biggest products. Now we're getting all of these pin drawers in here. Should be fine. I think this should be fine. Bob is doing a good job. This is everything we are bringing to the convention. Just taking care of a few last minute things. I had one more little print I needed to order. Since I haven't had the gacha buns to any conventions yet, I needed something to advertise them. This is a little thingy I made. I do have some B grades that I need to pack because our sale is still live. So I need to pack some of the mystery B grade bags. I don't bring any of them to the convention with me.
Houston, Texas, and this is financial audit. Salary at 51.5.
Okay, I wouldn't have known how you have multiple different things for one budget. That doesn't make any sense. So what does he think of things that doesn't make sense? Like, how is...
And it looks like this. This is cute. I think it's kind of cute. Oh, I'm procrastinating. Let's do the big rates. We have the small mystery big rates and then the big ones, and they always go fast. For the small one, we have 3 enamel pins that are in them, and then we have a sticker sheet, a postcard, and 3 stickers or washi tape. And for the big one, we have like 5 of these enamel pins. Also a sticker sheet, a postcard, 3 stickers, a keychain, and a washi tape. I don't know why I thought to myself, oh my god, let's also work on business cards right before the convention. But this is where we're at. I don't think I can finish this in the studio vlog. This will be my new business card, and I had an idea that I want them to look like trading cards in the future. The first one is like a little moon bunny, and then it always has a different BunBun design. But yeah, I'm gonna end the studio vlog at this point. I'm super tired and I need to get ready. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this studio vlog, and I hope I see you for next week's convention vlog from the J-popcon. Goodbye.